Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for some Doctor News. News from in and around the Hooniverse that may or may not affect you on some level. Sorry, I forgot to adjust my mic. Some level that will definitely freak you out and make you realize, hey, I'm a Whovian and I love it. But okay, let's get moving. I was having a little bit of fun earlier this evening, and I was just sitting here looking around online, and I was just boggling my mind at all the stuff that's been going on regarding, what's up, with TV these days. Because, okay, now I know it's not Doctor Who news, but I'm going to share this with you briefly. I made this little meme and I stuck it up because I am a diehard fan still of Firefly. I love that series. I love the movie Serenity, and I really wish that they could have done something to pick. Now, I haven't had a chance to pick up any of the comic books or anything like that apparently pick up on that. One of these days, I really have to figure out a way to sit down and get a look at those. But I got to laugh at this. They rebooted The Greatest American Hero. For you guys, Google it if you don't know what show it is, because it was just absolutely zany, and we're talking way back early 80s. And yet they're bringing this back, yet they wouldn't renew Firefly. And I just couldn't believe nobody had actually thought to say anything like that before. Now, as I said in that group that I posted it in, I know in my heart of hearts, everybody from that show has already moved on to bigger and better things. It just boggles my mind that they're digging up all this trash, to throw back on the air. Hell, there's even a $6 billion man movie coming out. Oh, sheesh. They just tried putting Jem and the holograms on the big screen. Yeah, look at how well that worked out. But let's get back to the Doctor Who news, shall we? Okay, let's get into what we have. Let's take a look. Okay, first up for the night, we have the Good Clara versus Bad Clara. Who will win the struggle in this 10th preview? Now, apparently, they're going on the basis that Clara is trapped in her own mind, and she's having this little, mental duel with her, Zygon self or whatever. And so if you want to watch this, it's not really spoilery. It's an interesting scene, only about 36 seconds. Okay, right over here, this is the Zygon Inversion trailer. This one was just put up today. So I took a look at this. It looks like it's got some new stuff, a lot of old stuff in it. But, good watch. Please be sure to drop by, check it out. And, of course, the Zygon version introduction, and this is with Ingrid Oliver and Stephen Moffat. Sorry, and then I watched this a little bit earlier. It's not that long, less than a minute. And she's claiming, what she's doing, this cute little face here towards the end of the video, she's claiming that apparently the observant viewer should notice who was the real Osgood and who wasn't. So I don't know. I'll leave that for you guys to continue to debate over the next few days till we get to the Zygon Inversion. All right. Peter Capaldi says, get your hankies ready because Jenna Coleman's final Doctor Who scenes are going to basically be pretty sad. Okay, Peter Capaldi admitted he got a bit emotional while filming his last scenes with Jenna Coleman. Jenna, who played, we already know that. She already shot her last scenes with the Doctor. It all got a bit too much for Peter. He told Nick Grimshaw on Radio 1 show today, or was this yesterday, I think. She's great fun and wonderful to work with. I had a great time with her. I don't usually get weepy when I'm working, but I found it really sad to say goodbye to her. He goes, I still see her, so it's not like saying goodbye to Jenna in person, but you say goodbye to that character, and it becomes the focus of your emotion and perhaps all the things you'd like to say to that person, like how wonderful she's been to me, end quote. Now, you should prepare yourself for when she does leave, as it's pretty upsetting. He goes, think 10 saying goodbye to Rose in Doomsday. Peter said, quote, she's fabulous in the scene. I don't want to go into what. It's very clever what happens in it, but it's very sad. It's really sad. It's not quite what you think is going to happen. You think what's going to happen is going to happen, then something else happens. It's always clever the way these things are done in Doctor Who. So get lots of hankies ready. It's sad over a number of weeks. Now, of course, this week's episode airs at 8 p.m. So here we go. So keep your eye out for that. Now, regarding that, this is an article over on Doctor News that picks up on a little bit about that. Okay. Now, he talked to the radio show with Nick Grimshaw, of course, about Jenna Coleman, unexpected last Doctor Who scene, and Maisie Williams teasing him with Game of Thrones spoilers. And he goes into some different stuff here that wasn't in the last article, okay? But I'll run through it real quick with you. He talked about the international success of the show, how much he's enjoying it. He goes, you wake up in the morning and think, I'm going to blow up some Daleks. It's just a gas. How could you not like that? And, of course, we already covered this part here. He goes, he also talked about working with Maisie Williams, saying confirming that, yes, her character will return at episode 10 of the current series. He goes, she's such a laugh riot. Or sorry, she's just such a laugh. She keeps teaching me new words because she thinks I'm a really ancient old guy. She's great to have around. And he goes, an upcoming episode features Jessica Capaldi as the doctor with no other characters in the story. He said, quote, because it's just you, you work much more closely with the rest of the crew. It makes you realize how much you bounce off other actors. It's really a strange episode, but I don't want to give anything away, end quote. And look at how many, oh gosh. Oh man. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, Faye. Come on. Spell check. Spell check. That's all you got to do. All right. Peter Capaldi was also asked about the future of the Sonic glasses and whether the Sonic screwdriver would be coming back. He said, I think those fans of the Sonic screwdriver should not fret and fear not. Don't lose any sleep, but I do like the shades. And if you want to, you can listen to the whole interview right here on the BBC iPlayer. So just click right here. This will take you to it. All right. Moving on, Doctor Who could appear in the Lego movie sequel. Apparently, Warner Brothers and the BBC are reportedly negotiating a deal so that Doctor Who can appear in the 2018 Lego movie sequel. And they go into this right here, and this was quoted from My09. So if you're interested in this, it would be interesting to see how they do that, how they're going to split up the cash. But it would also bring some great notoriety, to Doctor Who for those kids, who haven't heard of it. If it's in the Lego movie, come on, they're going to want to go check it out, All right, Doctor Who stars front launch of the BBC store. Peter Capaldi, Jenna Coleman, Mark Gatiss, and Michelle Gomez are at the forefront of promoting the news service for downloading and owning BBC television shows, both old and new, at the BBC store, and you can check out the video right here. Also, the store currently features every episode of Doctor Who post 2005 and a fantastic collection of stories from the classic era. You can find theme collections such as the Unit Files, the Master of Missy, also the Doctor Who related treats such as An Adventure in Space and Time, The Science of Doctor Who, Hound of the Baskervilles starring Tom Baker, and Hamlet starring David Tennant. And this is for here. There's going to be more and more stuff added to this. So this sounds like it'd be an interesting thing. If you want to go take a look at this stuff online, boom, here it is. All right. Lego Dimensions launches the new Doctor Who level pack. And by the way, this is the Doctor Who Lego credit sequence. Be sure to click on that and watch it just once. So if you want more stuff to do with Doctor Who for the Lego game, it goes right here. They're about to dive headfirst into the time vortex as Doctor Who makes its debut in the launch of the second wave of add-on packs. And then, like I said, I'm not really into this thing, not my big thing. Players can activate the Doctor's special hacking technology, fix it, and regenerate option to help them solve in-game puzzles and defeat menacing enemies. So if you want to take a look, here's some clips and whatnot. So up to you. Like I said, not my big thing. This is available. Apparently, Lego Dimensions is available on Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Computer Entertainment System, and the Nintendo Wii U. Oh, sheesh. I haven't owned anything since the freaking, what was it? I think the newest gaming system I had ever owned was a Sony PlayStation 1, okay? And even I bought it at a flea market for like $20. So it gives you an idea of how far, on the times I am as far as gaming goes. All right, Doctor Who, there's going to be a new pop-up shop for Sydney. BBC Worldwide have announced a new pop-up shop to open in Sydney, Australia for the rest of the year. So for you folks who have seen the pop-up shops they had before, here's the location for it. And this will be open from today, November 4th, all the way through January of 2016. All right, just to give you an idea, Doctor Who pop-up shop will materialize in Sydney. And this was today. BBC Worldwide, Australia, and New Zealand have announced the pop-up shop will be open at the Broadway Shopping Centre from Wednesday to the, we already covered that, and follows the overwhelming popularity of the previous stores, which were in Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Now, the pop-up shop comes ahead of the first ever official Doctor Who Festival in Australia, taking place at the Royal Hall of Industries and Hordern Pavilion on Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd of November, which will be attended by a host of Doctor Who talent, including the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi. It'll have Doctor Who merchandise out the yin-yang. I'll have to make sure to say, hey, look, yo, AJ and you guys on there, go check this out. So if you want more details on it, boom, right here it is. Okay, so interesting night, interesting stuff going on. Really looking forward to this week's episode, see how they, flip this, how they get out of the situation. Looks like it's going to be rather, rather interesting so far, just from what little I've been gleaning from, clues, teasers, and whatnot. So, also remember, after this week, we go into, I think, Sleep No More, which is going to be the Mark Gatiss standalone. And then, of course, things start to really heat up as we go into Face the Raven after that. So, Oh man, you know, it's hard to believe this season is over halfway over already. It's like, oh man, it seems like yesterday we are all sitting here waiting for a new episode to pop up, and boom, here it is. You know, it's almost done again. And we still haven't heard anything about Series 10. So yeah, a lot of people have been asking about it. I have not a clue. Nobody is talking about anything. Nobody said anything about when filming is going to start, if it's going to start, and how many episodes, if there are going to be any, or nothing like that. It's all been kept incredibly mum. So, whew, oh no, I'm still digging, but nobody's talking. Well, when I hear more, I'll let you know, okay? So until tomorrow, everybody, take care, touch on, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm out of here, so see ya, folks. Bye-bye.